What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you could do me a huge favor, just hit that subscribe button down below. So we're about 18 weeks out from my first ever bodybuilding show. So before we lose all of our strength due to the cut, we are going to hit a bench max just to see where we're at. So grab your popcorn, go to the bathroom real quick because we are about to get started. Let's go. It's so hard to get this, it's so sticky. All right, I don't do this a whole lot, but if I'm gonna hit a PR, I'm gonna take my time warming up. I'm just gonna, you know, you could use a cable, but I just like the rubber bands a lot. And I am just really getting the blood flowing to the muscle. And the point of my hand right here is really just to feel the pump. No other reason. All right, it's not a whole lot of weight doing this. So obviously I can push a good amount, but just a little bit, you know, again, get the blood into the chest muscle, really get it pumped up before we even put some heavy weight on the bar. I don't do this a whole lot, but something else you could do, you could just wrap a rubber band around the bar like this. And what we're doing, we're just getting in place to just press. If you want it a little tighter, more resistance. Oh, there we go. You can walk more forward and it'll make the rubber band just a little tighter. Whew, all right. Chest is feeling warmed up. I think we're ready to touch the barbell, get on the barbell. We're ready to hit a PR today. So before you even touch the bar on the bench press, you got to decide what kind of bar do you want. Do you want a sleek, brand new bar, or you come this way? We can go a little old school, you know? It has the memories of 1,000 bench PRs ingrained in here, or we could take the rookie bar, you know, ingrain its first bench PR into here. So I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna take the new one. I'm a little bougie, I like a little fancy stuff, so new bar it is. So I'm about to just do the bar. And so even with just no weight, just the bar, I want it to look the same as if I was to have my bench PR in there. So I don't wanna just be, you know, jumping it 20 times. I wanna make it nice and smooth. So I'm gonna set up just like I would if I'm going for my PR. Finding my hand placement, pushing up. And we're gonna slowly go down, touch, up. When you bench, you don't wanna just have your back flat on the bench. You want to almost retract your back, so pull your shoulder blades underneath you, and that'll give you a little bit of an arch. A lot of times with powerlifters, you'll see this, they'll have the back arch. Not have a super big arch, but I'm gonna arch a little bit like this. As long as your butt stays on the bench, you should be good. All right, tip number 2, hand placement. You know, some people go super narrow, some people go super wide. In all, what I've heard, you know, the wider you go, the more weight you'll be able to push. Obviously, you know, we're not gonna sumo bench out here pushing like this, but try and have it about, you know, you got the rings right here. Trying to have like my middle finger right here on the rings. And so it's about that wide. Yeah, I could go a little bit wider like this, but then re-racking is gonna be a huge pain. So overall, wider grip will help you push more weight. And then, yeah, start benching. This is gonna be like tip 2.5, 0.5. Please do not bounce the bar on your chest. That's just gonna cause you bruising. It's kind of cheating too, you know, you're bouncing. So what I try and do, you know, I'm not a power lifter, I'm not pausing on my chest, but I'll try and go down nice and slow, give it a nice little love tap, and then push up. All right, tip number 3. So a lot of people, you know, when they're doing a bench PR, they're like, how do I build up to my PR? So what I always do, you know, you want to get your body nice and warm, but we don't want to burn ourselves out. So what I'm doing, you know, I'm able to go up by plates. So I went with the bar, I went with a plate. Now I'm jumping to 2 plates. I could have done a plate in a 25, but I am trying to conserve that energy for that 1 rep max. So, you know, everyone's different. So you just kind of got to gauge your energy level, but just really try not to burn yourself out, but make sure you are warming up enough, because you don't want to just, you know, warm up twice, get under your PR and then tear something. So make sure you're plenty warmed up, but not too warm, you know, find that middle ground. the pre-workout is making my head tingle a little bit, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Maybe it'll work in my favor, you know, I just can't feel the pain. I just got the tingles in my head, you know. Some people got voices in their head, I just got the tingles. All right, tip number 4, it's all about the wrist. So when you're benching, you don't wanna have your wrist like this with the bar just sitting like that, because that's gonna put all of the weight right here in that wrist, and that is going to hurt after a while. So what you can do, really just try and focus on having your wrists, you know, straight as possible. Or something else you can do, you can wear wrist straps. I personally, I don't really. I could, but I just don't. But I know a lot of people do, a lot of my powerlifting friends do, and it helps them out a lot. I'm just not going to today because I'm not used to wearing them, so I don't want it to throw off my bench PR. But if you're someone who has like weak wrists, bad wrists, anything like that, or you just want to protect your wrist joint, highly recommend wrist wraps. All right, tip numero 5. For my non-Spanish speakers, that is tip number 5. Might be a really obvious one, but music. So, you know, if you got the gym speakers playing Cardi B, that ain't it for me. That's not gonna help me hit my PRs. So, you know, just pop on your favorite PR song, plug it in, full volume, and then play like a Pokemon trainer, just like ready for my Pokemon battle. Felt good. Once you get to those heavy weights where you're only doing 1 rep, I highly recommend you get a spotter. Just not only like just for safety wise, but to give you a lift off, because, you know, just lifting that weight off the rack a little bit, you're gonna waste just a little bit of energy that could be used for hitting your PR. So at this point, I'm gonna ask for a spotter to help lift the weight off just so I can conserve energy, and then see if we can hit 4 plates. All right, that felt quite easy actually. So we're gonna just add a 10 to that and just see how that feels, and then we'll shoot for 4 plates. Like, yeah, it was challenging, but got it pretty decently. So I think I'll be able to hit 4 plates pretty easy, and then we'll just see where the limit's at. All right, tip number 8, so safety clips. And if you don't have a spotter, do not put on a safety clip, because if you fail, you're not gonna be able to slide the weight off. So if you fail and you don't have safety clips on, you could roll it to your stomach and then slide the weight off. So that's how I would do it. If you have clips on and you fail without a spotter, you better start praying. All right, 3, 2, 1, up. There. Woo. 3, 2, 1, up. Ah, dang it. Dang it. I want to try again. All right, we're gonna try one more time, but if I don't hit that, then we know 405 is the cap. Maybe 410, but you know, we'll try 420 again. To be honest, my coach would be so pissed I'm doing this right now, because I'm 18 weeks from my first bodybuilding show, and I definitely can hurt myself doing this, but you gotta have high risk, high rewards. So 3, 2, 1, up. Well, second time wasn't it either. Yeah, that one wasn't it either. Well, guys, we weren't able to get 420, but we got 405, so I'll take it today. That's all I was really shooting for. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps out a lot. And tune in December when we attempt this PR again. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.